Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's start with climate catastrophist clown Greta Thunberg, who's all grown up these days but still behaving like a spoilt little brat. Here's her latest arrest. But despite her grinning like a nincompoop throughout that and running happily into the bus, the narrative by the lefties online was that she was brutalised by the police. Here's one viral tweet using a still image, not the video, and claiming Dutch police used controversial Bocca Pucci wristband on 4'11" Greta, she only 4'11", for protesting climate collapse and genocide at The Hague. Oh my gosh. Calm down, love. And incredibly, former ABC stalwart Quentin Dempster reposted that tweet with this comment: policeman inflicts painful wrist hold on protester Greta Thunberg. This enduring image symbolises the abuses of law enforcement, which permits the destruction of Earth's biosphere by excessive emissions of carbon dioxide and methane. Struth, in the words of John McEnroe, you cannot be serious. Moving along, let's check in with South Carolina women's basketball coach Dawn Staley, who managed to be both a coward and a reality denier, and also she ended up playing the victim all at once. Quite the trifecta there. Let's see how this question about protecting women's sport unfolded. Watch for the lengthy pause before the harebrained answer.
One of the major issues facing women's sports right now is the discussion topic about the inclusion of transgender athletes, biological males, in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue.
Damn, you got deep on me, didn't you? I'm under the opinion of if you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa.
Let's just stop there for a second. There is no vice versa. There are no trans men, that's biological women identifying as men, who are wanting to compete at the highest level against real biological men. Women cannot compete against men, and to pretend otherwise is to deny reality and to throw women under the bus. Men are stronger, faster, bigger. It's just simply unfair on female athletes to ask them to compete against male bodies. But watch here as Dawn plays the victim, despite the fact that she did throw female athletes under the bus.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate
that's your question
in
you
college
want
basketball?
me to ask. I mean, you want to ask, so I'll give you that. Yes. Yes. So now the barnstorm of people are going to flood my timeline and be a distraction to me on one of the biggest days of our game. And I'm okay with that. I really am.
Pathetic, weak. Can I just play Serena Williams here? This is a bit of a rebuttal to this notion that men and women are pretty much the same. They can compete with each other.
If I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because no, it's true. It's true. It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour.
Did you hear that? She wouldn't play if she had to play men. She wouldn't be on the tour. Now to the White House, and let's check in on the Veep. Kamala can always be relied upon for some solid lefties losing it content.
Do you know, okay, a bit of a history lesson. Do you know that the women's teams were not allowed to have brackets until 2022? Think about that, and talk about progress, better late than never, but progress, and what that has done, because of course when, I had a bracket, It's not broken completely, but I won't talk about my bracket. But you know what? Just how we love March Madness, and even just now allowing the women to have brackets, and what that does to encourage people to talk more about the women's teams, to watch them. Now they're being covered, you know, and this is the reality. People used to say, "Oh, women's sports, who's interested?" Well, if you can't see it, you won't be. But when you see it, you realize, oh.
Wow. I'm speechless, really. I mean, not only is that nonsensical, it is also absolutely false, obviously. I mean, how any politician could say that to a reporter, let alone the woman who's one heartbeat away from the presidency, one 80-year-old heartbeat away from the presidency. Thank God the president is in such good health.
This is Morgan Sherwin and Sam Cerruti. They're our team members here. They help us. They help us, service and sales.
Good to see you.
Oh dear. Let's end Lefties on a positive note. Here's a lovely heartwarming video of a much-loved teacher being pranked by his students.